Alright, it's that time once again for another Wintergrasp defense, August the 18th, 2025. Looks like we got about half the raid up in the house from the Alterac Valley Maniacs. I'm on my Blood DK. We're up against the Augie Premade, and I'm going to go ahead and try to interrupt them up top, but they weren't there. Don't forget to hit that like, share, subscribe, and notification bell. Here comes a DK by themselves. Okay, well, I mean, it's a free point. Granted, it's not going to be enough to get ranked. And obviously, we don't post too many Wintergrasp defense matches lately, so they must have done something a little bit different. Looks like, yeah, they did. They probably went up the middle instead of coming to the normal path to Sunken Ring. And that's probably why they're up here. We're just going to secure any HKs we can get, grip them in, take them down, right? Priest's going to hit Dispersion, of course, but dies through anyway. Got to get them grippers next. Got to applaud them for trying something different for sure. They do have 10 healers. Ouch. Yeah, that's quite a few. We have 8 with the 2 blood DKs, which I guess you could classify them as healers these days, right? Sometimes they top the meters. Looks like the damage meter is bugged right now. Something happens inside the details add-on. Whenever it has a really large database file, it bugs out because World of Warcraft doesn't allow loading variables that are over a certain size. I believe the limit is 75 megabytes, but I can't remember if that's exactly right, but it's pretty close. Whenever that happens, you get a Lua error upon loading into the match, and obviously all the details and stuff's wiped out. For whatever reason, it can't save the previous layout, so it converts everything back into damage done. Obviously, I'll probably notice that later on in the match and convert it back into healing. A lot of good action right here in this first fight, though. Man, Fangbites is tearing them up, though. Just got 4 kills right in a row there. Jeez, gotta be fun. 5, he's on a kill streak of 5 in a row. Samuel's gonna go down, no bubble for you. Finish him off. Yeah, that's a full team wipe. We obviously will have rank 2 by now. It probably already popped up when I was explaining the details error. Finish off Time T. Lights out. Everything's pretty much clear. They got a few more on top of the flag. They're taking out some of our vehicles that are being built, but it doesn't even matter at this point. We have enough spots where we can start building. Yeah, you don't really get too many Wintergrasp defense matches that are actually interesting enough to release a video for these days. Because, you know, 90% of the matches are won by that first team fight. And a lot of the times, if offense loses that first team fight, it's just not worth their time to stick around in the match. So you'll see a shitload of people will just leave the match and go to a different character or do something else in-game as well. You know? Blizzard doesn't reward you for staying in matches that's going to be a complete landslide, so I don't blame them. There's no reason to stick around. We're cleaning them up now. Pushing to the flag. Let's cap some more workshops if we can. Obviously, if you get more workshops, they will be cut down to 8 vehicles from here, and it should be much easier. We'll have 16 on defense. It's always nice when you can double their vehicle count for sure. Vehicles do hit players pretty strong still, at least the catapults. Demolishers, it's pretty good for splash damage from afar, but not really in melee range. You don't really want to use it for melee. And gonna go ahead and grab some RPGs. We got a bunch of people taking out the East Tower. It's about to go down right now. We're hitting the South Tower. Do they have any defense here? No, it doesn't look like it. They have a lot of people at West Spark that are on their way here, but I think it's too little too late. We got one person inside of this South Tower. We got a healer over here. There's the Evoker. My vehicle gets destroyed, so I'm going to start putting some damage on them. Goodbye, Evoker. I think the tower is going to be pretty much history from here. Let's get these catapults down. Catapults, obviously, like I said, are the biggest threat. Sometimes they do more damage than players these days, especially if you can get a bunch of people clumped up and just go to town and barbecue them, right? Now we got the South Tower down. They're doing some damage on the northwest wall. Some need to go up the middle right now. Yeah, that's exactly the right play. Get up to our base. Looks like the damage has mostly stopped on the northwest wall. It's going down a little bit, but for the most part, looks like by the time I got up here and got a vehicle built, all their vehicles are history. Doesn't even matter at this point. We have a ton of people hitting West Spark. That's going to be some more build slots. We lost the Sunken Ring. Gotta always have some eyes on the east side of the base when they got sunken ring 2. They will try and attack over there, but for right now, their biggest push is here on the northwest, and the catapult is going to town. Burning them up, man. Yeah, buddy. Nice little fight here. We got them cleaned up. DK's down too. What's next? What's next? Dragoness! I thought she's usually up by the graveyard. Most of the time, she's sitting there on the graveyard flag, just go ahead, waiting for people to come out. Then she's getting sniped or on top of one of the buildings. This vehicle is pretty much AFK here. Yep. I'm just going to sit here and burn it up while it sits there. They must be typing or alt-tabbed or something. Who knows? Vehicle is down. Let's see if the player will start moving when they're out. No. It's hitting them for 1.1,900,000. Yeah. It's going to go down pretty quick, though. Lights out. Bye-bye, Hunter. Don't even need to loot the body. Here's a rogue that was not in stealth for whatever reason. They should be able to take him out. A lot of rogues, man, they'll get behind the catapult and they'll know how to actually take it out a lot faster than this one did. I'm kind of surprised I got him down as low as he was. Good rogues will be on the back side of that catapult, and it'll be almost impossible to get out in front of him or away from him from that point. Still, I'm on the Blood DK. They can't kill me. I can kill them. They can only heal for so much, but they still have some escape plans. They use Vanish. Not sure if they will have a second charge of Vanish or not. Now we got a mage here. We're pushing in from both sides now. We already got all 3 towers down. Yeah, it's a big party over at BT. This rogue needs to get out of here, though. Finish him. Yeah, I don't got anything to get out of your stun there, but you are history in any case. And the mage, too. Hey, I got one of the 2. I'll take one of them KBs. Now let's get up here on top of this flag. We have a siege engine up here, too. Siege engine is really just a big distraction here in Wintergrasp. I'm not sure, like, maybe the gunner still hits pretty hard, but hell, almost all the other parts of the siege engine is just a distraction. Obviously, in Isle C, that gunner can be the difference between losing and taking hanger back, right? But in here, I'm not too familiar with how hard the siege engine hits. We really don't have to use it that often. 9 times out of 10, you're going to build catapults or demolishers in the first place. Finish them off, man. We're starting to cap BT. We lost East Spark. They do have back to 12 slots to build again, but they don't have any people that are building. And we just took back BT. Now let's get the catapult, clean up on aisle 6, get all of them down. Augie is sitting at the top of the graveyard, hasn't even jumped down yet. Now they're moving. We're going to be able to shoot some fire up there in a minute, right? I want to make sure these healers get down first. Yep. And looks like the mages too. Gonna pull Augie down. Yeah, buddy. Death grip for the win. Now I can use the catapult. Good night. Hey, I got the killing blow too. Perfect. Now let's clean up the base. They're attacking over here on the east side. They pretty much stopped everything on the northwest wall once we have capped BT. And all we got to do is wipe them here and turtle for the last 2.5 minutes. Nice little match, man. It's very refreshing to actually be inside a Wintergrasp defense match and have fun. Usually we're just staring at the wall and watching the clock until it's over just because they're all snooze fest. Blizzard definitely has got to do some rebalancing on this map if they really want it to stay relevant for real. It's still very OP for defense, man. Defense still does win a lot of the matches. Obviously, on offense, if you can roll the enemy team, you might get some people that leave on their team, and then you can just easily steamroll the walls too. That is probably one of the best ways to win. You'll see, once you win the team fight, a lot of people on defense will leave the match, even though, generally speaking, if you have, all the vehicles, you can win in under 5 minutes. So it doesn't really make sense to leave in that match because it's already over here. The deserter debuff's going to be way longer. I guess it's okay if you're just swapping tunes or whatnot, but in any case, this match is pretty much over with. We're just farming any HKs we can get. 22 seconds left on the clock. Finish them. Demon Hunters down. Can we get the healer? Vixen, almost. Oh, yeah, we got him. Nice. Now we can get the lock too. 10 seconds to go. Yeah, we got a few more to come. They got the rest of our vehicles down. Nice little match, man. Sometimes, like I said, you actually pull out a gem in Wintergrasp defense. Looks like Fangblade's tied for the top killing blows with Toucan Sham and Carrion for the top damage. Bozo, our Blood DK for the top heals with Restomon on their tail. May all of your random battlegrounds be epic. 1,000 battles, 1,000 victories. Until next time, GG for the Horde.